It's week 1 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Broncos and the Barons on Monday night.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, we'll have the final 2 games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Denver Broncos and the Brooklyn Barons. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night, all sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 20 line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively, because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, ready to provide it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the carry, it's Holmes. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Holmes, and he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Taken down at the 41, a 3-yard pickup.
From the 41, Mayfield, and he's got the hook up to Moore. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Holmes, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Mayfield. his pass incomplete. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get position here as they force the opening drive turnover. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They begin the drive with Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
He really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll set up to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. And the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A run now with Holmes. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. So they bring out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Fielded at the 43. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want Some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the return will stop it well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and inches. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Peters. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. Second and 6. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Williams running left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll run. This is Holmes. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A beautiful fake.
That's
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back. This despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
13 yards remaining on second down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw away.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, it's Holmes. And a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, it's Holmes. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, Bart. Up and out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory. Right at 40. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Averaging 50 yards to boot so far as this one's away. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Holmes.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Mayfield now from the 50.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 4.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield.
Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when you put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
On first down, it's Holmes. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes. And he's brought down right at the 5 line. Give him 2 on the play.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Mayfield to throw it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
But I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So the Broncos coming out now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. Pass incomplete. Well, following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's
you
true.
got to stay with it.
That's true. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now. And they try to set up the screen, but that almost disaster as it falls incomplete. Very nearly a turnover, but it's 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And coming out now, the Broncos. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you hit the punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Well, that'll get them to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. There he goes left side. 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they stop him short of the 1st, as he can only get to the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. Around 30-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Cooper Kupp, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Brandon Ayuk, a touchdown catch in the victory. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first two quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Williams going to get it again on second down. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
There, you just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. The busy night continues for Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10.
Out quickly to Judy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6.
Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Marsh.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just needed the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
They go play action here on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the run. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
Tried to give it to the first man through on 3rd and goal, denied.
Yeah, how about how they sold out on that play? Just decided, we know what you're going to do. You're going to bring it at us in a running game. And they had everyone tracking the football. Didn't let him through.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. And this obviously about as short of a field goal as you can get. And his kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about it. I had a little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Mayfield.
They'll find a man over the middle. 2-2 Atwell.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll run with Holmes.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
On the carry, it's Holmes. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up
Here's Holmes. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A run now with Holmes. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Field. Holmes has got it complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Mayfield with it once more. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A first down throw for Mayfield. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop anyway. 2nd down.
It's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Right back to him on 1st down. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. On 2nd down now, it's Holmes, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily none.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barber.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. On 2nd down, it's Holmes. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's Mayfield. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On 2nd down now, it's Holmes, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Holmes. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 36, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the... And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we could make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2nd and 6. Caught left side, Williams.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Much needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. And I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He finds his man complete. That's Holmes. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Steps away.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. Hard throw, incomplete. They bring their punter out there now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams there to bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw.
Over the middle, complete to Judy.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
They'll run. This is Holmes. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Holmes. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2nd and 5.
Up the middle they go. Holmes. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Mayfield. He finds his man complete. That's Holmes. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Carlson able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that's caught by Williams. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this way, and the call is going to be overturned.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barber.
And he's brought down. They took a big shot there. It pays off. A solid gain downfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the home team here, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0.